Hi guys, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by, and for those who are watching for the first time and the new subscribers, my name is Lady Karina, and yeah, welcome and share with me your views about this talk. And yeah, I also felt I needed to give my whole opinion about this because it's something that's current out there. I mean, everyone is talking about it, everyone is watching, so it's not like it's new. So if you haven't watched it, please ensure you find some time on YouTube, on wherever site you can get this information from. It's about, as you can see the title, it's about surviving R.Kelly. So yeah, and for me, I'm not supporting any side. I'm not supporting R.Kelly, I'm not supporting the ladies, but yeah, this is my view. Take it kindly. But so let's talk, my people. We need it's open for discussion, and therefore if you have any thoughts about it, you can leave it in the comments down below. But otherwise, it's a bit sensitive, I guess, because most guys have been able to watch the series. I've not been able to complete it because of how painful the situations are. The experiences these ladies have been through have not been good. Yeah, what I can say is this: for women, men tend to use women who are weak in nature, who are vulnerable. Yeah, and if you portray yourself, if you present yourself that way, trust and believe, you will get that man who's going to use you and torture your ego, torture everything to do with you. And then this thing of women looking for guys, for famous guys, one, and women looking for money. You get, when you present yourself in such a manner, trust and believe, you will get that man, that guy who's going to use you and dump you, and you're going to get frustrated, yeah, because you haven't achieved what really took you there. Because most of them would walk into relationships that are nicely financed, yeah. They walk into relationships where guys really have good money, but when you end up leaving the relationship, I mean, when the breakup happens, you actually walk out of that relationship with nothing. And for ladies who've experienced that, you get really frustrated. And for me, I would love to advise ladies out there, please try and have something of your own. Yeah, try and get out there and get a shilling of your own. Like, a man will respect you when you have that. Yeah, a man will respect you when you have that, because the way a woman who has money will reason compared to one that lacks it. Yeah, the way a woman that works hard compared to the one that doesn't work hard reasons, these two women are different. Yeah, and therefore you need to try and be this woman that can reason in the right way, can go out there and work so hard for herself. Like, you don't have to depend on a man, you don't have to be up and down running looking for which man is gonna make my life better next. You get, yeah, be a woman who really is focused, yeah, who has some level of dignity that is not going to be played around, that is not going to be waved around by different men just because you're looking for things they already have, that even themselves, they don't even find value in the money that they have. They actually know. There are men, a group of men, I would say around 70 to 80%, they believe in, if they have money, they can access any type of a woman they want. Listen, ladies, you don't want to be part of this type of men out here, yeah, because what they will do is they will have you, they will have every sort of entertainment they would love to have with you, yeah, and once they're done with you, they drop you like that. And trust and believe, the dignity you walked in with and the dignity you're going to live with in this particular relationship is not going to be the same. You're going to remain tortured, you're going to remain worried for the rest of your life, because when you watch different episodes of surviving R.Kelly. There are women who even accept and say, I loved R.Kelly so much, and whatever he did to me still stuck with me to date. I'm still struggling and all that. Please, I get it. Women, yeah, we get there, we get taken there with men, but when you look at it, why did you even get to such type of a relationship? Because even some were saying, some were being asked for, okay, apart from just watching it, I was also looking at other views on YouTube of other radio stations. There's this lady, I think her name was Lisa. She was being asked why was she in that particular relationship, were the parents aware about it and all that. This chick, she was honest enough to say that she came out of a foster home, you know, and for her, when she found R.Kelly and R.Kelly was able to provide the things that she never had, yeah, that's the reason why she decided to stay in that relationship and face whatever it is she was facing. When you look at the wife that and when you look at his wife, now ex-wife Andrea, they were together for around 13 years, and this chick faced very serious, I would say, she lived in a very harsh environment with R.Kelly, because she could be beaten up. Yeah, the type of beating even that chick is demonstrating, you'd even ask yourself, will you still stay with the same man after being beaten up that same way? I mean, who ties you up to your marital bed and sleeps, yeah, and leaves that particular leaves his wife down there and sleep? Like, guys, it is so disturbing. It is so, you know, it's hard. And I'm very sure even parents have been able to get that opportunity to pass by that, you know, to watch the series itself, and now at least you're trying to do something about your about your parenting. And also I had shared my previous in my previous video about the upbringing of our children. I just hope at least you got some time to watch it. Otherwise, if you didn't, I'll also leave the link in my description box so that at least you can get to watch it. And another thing I got from the series was ladies were having sex, yeah, at 15. I mean, God, at 15, what exactly was I doing with my life? I remember at 15 I was in Form 1, yes, and I knew nothing about sex. Not that I chose to be ignorant or what, it's just because it's something that was not going to help me. So I'm not going to spend my energy trying to find out what it really means, or even try to be curious about how it happens, you get. And back then we never used to have internet that could distract us so much, and I thank God our raising time was a bit better. There were things we were never exposed to, yeah. The only things we knew were our books. So for me, I would say even for sex, I learned sex in my books, yeah, in my books. And the little knowledge you're given is what was enough, is what could help you pass your exams. But for us, I don't think we were even taught to go experiment it, you know, like we didn't have all that time. But I wonder, the kids of nowadays, the kids of nowadays, I mean, they get to know sex so early. Gosh, like 15. And then let me not forget this. Back then when R.Kelly was being accused of having sex with young ladies, like Aaliyah, like, you know, Aaliyah at around 15 years, that was back then. But still, I wonder where their parents were to really teach them. And that's why parents, you really need to spend some time with your kids. However busy you get in your life, try and have some time with your kids. Don't be this type of an approachable parent, yeah. Don't be too strict that your kid cannot approach you and talk to you, yeah. Try to be open enough such that your baby can tell you anything anything, whether stupid, whether good or bad, your baby is free to share anything with you. And if they're not willing and ready to do that, please just try and dig this information out of them. Try and be on their level. Yeah. And I realized, like I spoke in my previous video, most people tend to leave their kids to be taken care of by house girls. Yes, I totally get it. Because we are busy, we give them to our house girls. But do you spend some time to even call your kids? Yeah, do you even spend some time to ask them, how are you treated by this house girl? How are you? You know, just try and find out with your kids what they go through when you're not there. Put some cameras in your houses, so that you get to watch that at work, or even when you're back from work, get to watch how they were, you know, running up and down with the house girl. And every time your kid leaves the house or is in the house, ensure they are under adult supervision. Yeah, otherwise, trust and believe, guys, yeah, you will leave these house girls to take care of your kids. They will take care of your kids plus anything. I guarantee you that. Yeah, so try so hard to spend some time with your kid. Yeah, try so much to make your kids be able to, you know, to talk. Like I said also in my previous video, spot your kids. The ones that are introverts, try and work with them. The ones that are extroverts, also try and work with them, because again, extroverts are the worst. Yeah, are the worst, because they want to know this, they want to know that, they want to talk about this, they want to talk about that. Try and tame them. Yeah, upbringing of kids is very, very important, because as you look at R.Kelly, him, after learning sex out of the sister, it was a wow experience for him, and therefore he decided to eventually exploit. And now see how he's messing around with every chick he puts his hands on. Yeah, and this one, he sleeps with every chick that passes by him. You get, from the secretary to the PA to the what, he sleeps with them. And funnily enough, he's even being assisted by the managers around her, because it's the managers that actually fly in these ladies to come and even do them at an age of 15, 17. I mean, these things are just disturbing. But it's just because R.Kelly is a common figure, and that's why at least his story is out there loud and clear. Trust and believe, out here there are so many people experiencing and doing the same thing to ladies that are not exposed. And trust, and I'm very sure ladies will come up and start talking about it. I tend to wonder, yeah, because at some point when I was watching all these things, I was asking myself, these ladies that, let's say his previous relationship never worked. Of course, you've had people talk about his rape cases, his molestation when it comes to sex, and he commands people when having sex. He commands people what to do on him and what not to do with him. Like, he has that control. You see, it's easy to do that when you have money, and ladies can really stoop so low when you have money to do everything you have. Okay? I mean, to do everything you want. So I was asking myself, these ladies that after him leaving maybe one relationship to the next, when he approaches you, don't you even try and take some time and try and find out his past relationships, or even try and dig his information, because this is a common figure. Try and dig his information and be like, I don't want to be in this situation. But let me tell you something. Women, there's something I will totally blame you on. Yeah, I will totally blame women, because ladies are so funny. They are always attracted to what you're dating. Once you're done dating that guy, they want to slip in themselves into that relationship to find out what actually you're experiencing, how much you're enjoying by being that man. That curiosity, ladies want to do that. Like, we never stop at anything. Yeah, and then the fact that guy has money, and your friend or that lady was enjoying herself, you really want to find out, you really want to enjoy yourself the same way that lady was, or even you want to come and try and change that man. Trust, let me advise you, there is no man who's going to change for any woman. A man will choose to change when he feels like changing, but he will never change because of a woman. So when you're walking into a relationship that you know pretty well previously never functioned well, news has been around about this particular guy because of 1, 2, 3 about him, but you think by me being in that relationship I'm going to change that man. You are not going to change that man, or you're not going to change that man. And what I can tell you, if you choose to go to that particular relationship, be ready for what you're going to deal with. Yeah, like now these ladies are busy explaining themselves of their experiences, past experiences, and they're a bunch of women. Like there are so many back. I'm wondering, where do you put your brains, like all of you, to be played around with this one guy? Yeah, news is all over and all that. You choose to be dumb. What happens to you when this guy walks over to you and talks to you? But anyway, what I can say is I don't stand to really blame them so much, because as I was even talking to someone yesterday, unfortunately not everyone knows R.Kelly. So maybe some ladies got caught in this mess because they didn't know who R.Kelly is, but he's doing a lot. He's doing the most out. So ladies, we need to have values. We need to have morals. Yeah, we need to have some level of dignity. Yeah, and I hope ladies are listening. Like, I just hope you're listening. We need to get out there and do something with our lives. Yeah, instead of running up and down looking for men to assist us in terms of finances and all that, we need to really try, because I don't think we really want to listen to these cases anymore. Like, it's too much. It's too much on us. You know, I don't think I want to listen to another explaining herself of her experiences with men. Yeah, like, yeah, could you just be listening to any proper stories? I mean, any proper positive stories? I would love to really, you know, get that opportunity to listen to proper women speaking of their experiences, of their achievements, of their all that, you know. So yeah, otherwise guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sure it's been difficult for you to watch this whole talk, but it felt it's time we talk about some of these things, and this happens to be one of them. This happens to be one of the things women really experience. And yeah, for us, whatever those ladies have experienced, they've experienced just to give us a lesson. Yeah, for us to learn out of, you know, what a man can really do, how a man can really play with your psychology, you know. So yeah, we thank you so much. Otherwise, sorry for your experiences, though those were too much. Yeah, I don't think any human being deserves to go through what you ladies went through. But otherwise, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please ensure you subscribe to my channel for more videos, for more talks like this, and please issue comments down below on what you'd love to watch on this channel, and I'll be glad to share with you. Goodbye.